Sunbeam City is a little valley located in the western part of the United States. Rain is very rare compared to the other states because the valley is covered by mountains which blocks the precipitation. It rains about every 60 days, but when it rains in the summer, it could be a massive thunderstorm or maybe a flash flood. Sunbeam City is very hot. In fact, there are 300 sunny days a year for Sunbeam City. That's only 60 days that it's not raining. The temperatures in the summer are 38 degrees Celsius. During the nights, temperatures drop down in the early 20s. But if it is in the winter, it would drop down to 2 degrees Celsius. That's pretty cold. The population of Sunbeam City is crazy. Our class calculated that Sunbeam City's population is increasing by 85%. It is doubling every year. I also think that the population is affecting the atmospheric weather. You see, if there is more people moving into Sunbeam City, that means there are going to be less trees and forest and more sidewalks and buildings. The sidewalks and buildings absorb more heat from the sun than the trees and grass do, so therefore Sunbeam City is heating up. People now call Sunbeam City Urban Heat Island. I think the reason why people are moving to Sunbeam City is because it barely ever rains, so everyone can have a relaxing day. Other places have lots of rain. In Sunbeam City, most of the water is from the ground. About 40 years ago, Sunbeam City made a new law that the whole valley could only use 10 to 15% of groundwater, but the rest of the water has to be used from the cross-country river. The biggest use of water was in the 1970s because that law was not yet placed. There was 110 billion liters used that year, but after the new law came in, it was about 90 to 70 billion liters of water being used. The groundwater is made by snow or water that is rained down on the land, that skims through the gravel to an underground river or lake of some kind. Because of the population, we are losing more and more water every year. Sunbeam City has lots of burning fossil fuels, which is not very good for the environment. In the 1990s, the carbon monoxide released 793,225 air pollutions in Sunbeam City. Carbon monoxide is colorless, odorless gas that comes from the burning of gas, oil, and wood. But as it went to the 2000s, it got bigger to 943,680 air pollutions. Another big problem was the release of particulate matter. Particulate matter is microscopic particles of solid and liquids that contain smoke and iron. They are so small that human beings can inhale them. It's kind of like pollen. In the 2000s release, there was 234,650 air pollutions. This also links to the population because if there is more people moving into Sunbeam City, we now have a new problem, and it's the burning of fossil fuels. The more people in Sunbeam City, the more fossil fuels being burned. Soon, the burning of fossil fuels will be everywhere.